Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Boxing Bananas, brought to you by Fight Bananas. We are live watching the Misfits boxing promotion. We got the Misfits main card going on right now. The Chase DeMoor fight just ended. A little bit of controversy in that. Last night, if you were on the stream, we were talking about doctors and people stopping the fight, doctors stopping the fight. This one is kind of, I don't know. You know what I mean? The kid's lip split open right here. It looked like Chase threw this uppercut, caught him right there, cut his lip open. Let's see what Chase has to say real quick. Chase is about to talk. He's talking about the egg that he got hit with. Yeah. He's saying he's saying there's ways to promo. I don't agree with that egg that was thrown at my head. But yeah, I mean, I get it. When your lip is split open like that, I get the stoppage. It was bleeding a lot, but it's crazy because it's like you watch, some of these fights in the UFC, like Robbie with his lip split all the way open and it not get stopped. So it just depends on where you're at. I guess the sport as well. I guess the type of fight. Let me see if this was an actual pro fight or if this is one of these Misfits pro fights. You know what I'm saying? But anybody watching right now, thank you for joining. Make sure you comment to be featured live on the screen. I'll be featuring pretty much 100% of the comments unless you just say something absolutely wild and crazy. So let's get active in the chat. Are y'all watching this fight today? We got a pretty solid lineup going on. Chase DeMoor just fought. We got Ty Mitchell versus Sean Hemphill coming up. That's like a proper pro fight. I was saying on the stream last night, one of my boys fought Sean Hemphill on short notice and actually put up a pretty good fight against him. I think if he had a proper camp, he would have been able to win that fight. But that's how they do with the B-side fighters. A lot of the times they get people off a late notice, stuff like that. They throw a check at you, and it's kind of like, you know, you make more money than people do making scratch offs and stuff. So he flew out to Philly, fought Sean. And another fun fact is this guy, William Skull. A lot of people were like, who's this guy fighting Canelo? This guy got his IBF mandatory status off of beating Sean Hemphill, off of taking Sean Hemphill's O. So, I mean, maybe that puts things into perspective on who this Sean Hemphill guy is. But it looks like he's B-side in this fight against this Ty Mitchell dude. So we'll see what's going on. And this is for the Misfits super middleweight title. It looks like all of these are for some sort of Misfits title. I guess they're doing titles all over the place. I can't imagine they have such a deep roster. I don't even think they have rankings. You know what I'm saying? They're just kind of, I mean, the only one that isn't is the Joey Essex fight coming up. But yeah, let me know in the comments. What fight are you most hyped for? We got Dillon Danis doing his first MMA fight. I guess KSI said he's got maybe a double pay incentive for him if he gets a knockout, trying to make it so he doesn't just go in there and do some sort of toe hold or some sort of leg lock like he did in Bellator. I know that's a little controversial. I might have a controversial take here, but I'm somebody who's like, all right, bro, if you're just gonna go in there, roll for a leg, it's kind of a move. You know what I'm saying? Just going in there like, oh, I'm gonna dive at your leg, Imanari roll, freaking, especially for some of these lower level entry Bellator guys. Then we got Tony Ferguson making his boxing debut against the fan favorite SaltPapi for the interim Misfits middleweight title, which is crazy. The fact that like I said, they don't even have a deep roster and they already have an interim title going on. This is some straight up, I mean, straight out of the book of boxing. You know what I mean? They're going right through the playbook, doing interim titles already. But I'd have to see who even is the middleweight champion. Maybe it's the slim guy who beat SaltPapi. He knocked him out. You know what I mean? Which was a crazy fight. And then we got Darren Till versus Luke Rockhold for the main event for the Misfits Bridgerweight title, which also I think is crazy that we're really doing this Bridgerweight thing. This I thought like that was a cash grab from the WBC. They got away with it, and then the WBA was like, "Look, we're the cash grab kings. Let's go on with that as well." I don't think the WBO or the IBF have followed suit with the Bridgerweight division as well, but it looks like Misfits is going with it as well. You know what I mean? And then they named it after a kid that got attacked by a dog, so it's like, did they do that strategically so you can't really criticize it? I think so. You know what I mean? I don't trust none of these people in boxing. Boxing's a very sketchy game, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, you know what I mean? We're onward with the Misfits boxing. Let me know in the chat which fights y'all think are going to be the best. Do we think that Tony Ferguson is going to win? That's the main thing. Is Ferguson going to win this fight? I don't know. At this point in his career, especially going into boxing, he should beat somebody like SaltPapi, but do we think that he throws something illegal? Does he get DQ'd? Where's my bet? I need to bet on this. I'm gonna bet on a DQ for SaltPapi. Let me see what the odds are. Anybody betting on this? How's that Hard Rock looking? Or depending on where you're at, you know what I'm saying? So let's see what Hard Rock bet has the lines at. You feel me? Let's put some. Oh, I gotta update the app. Of course, of course. I haven't used Hard Rock in a while because I've been traveling for some of these fights. I went to New Orleans for the UFC. I went to Chicago for the UFC. I went to Vegas. I went to quite a couple places. And in these other states, I haven't been able to use my Hard Rock. I've had to use Bovada, which you can't even really get paid out on. So let me know, are y'all betting on these fights? Are y'all, if so, what do y'all have bets on? Let me use the Face ID. You know what I mean? You got to lock in. You feel me? Here we go. Let's see what the odds are looking like, if they even have the lines on this available. Ooh, let's go, baby. Let's put some skin in the game. You feel me? Upcoming fights. Damn, they just have Crawford versus freaking Alvarez. What the helly? All right, we're gonna charge that. Let's go Bovada. I guess we're going Bovada. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if y'all's bookie apps have these fights even available to bet on. Boom, 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 doom, doom, doom. They got Tony Bellew over here. I like how Tony Bellew, this guy's funny. After he retired, he's like, "You'll never see me again," and then he's been all over everything, all over the place. All right, so let's see what we got. Sports, boxing. Come on now. Where's boxing? Boxing, boxing, boxing. See what the odds are at. Oh, you can bet on these. Let me see if I can share my screen. I might not be able to because of DAZN. Oh, no, 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 I'm good. Is it showing? Look, I'm not condoning any sort of bets. I don't know if there's anything against streaming. I'm just looking at the odds right now. All right, Sean Hemphill, Joey Essex, Tony Ferguson. Wow, Tony Ferguson. SaltPapi, Nathaniel Bustamante is a minus 400, bro. They got 3 bets on it, basically by rounds, or in here by TKO is plus 115. A draw is solid. That's a solid bet on a draw because that could happen. How many rounds is this? 6 rounds. It could be 3-3. You know what I mean? So a draw is solid. Tony Brown 6. That might be good to sprinkle in here. You know what I mean? 4, 5, 6. Do some sprinkling. Sprinkle on a draw. Let's see what else we got. Darren Till is a huge favorite against Luke Rockhold. Damn. Bro, Rockhold by KO or by decision? How many rounds is this? 8? Bro, that's not a bad that's not bad, dude. That's not bad. That is not bad. So it looks like we got Sean Hempfield and Ty Mitchell walking out right now. Um, but some solid lines on these. Might have to throw something on it. You feel me? You dig? Let's see. Oh man. Let's see what we got. Throw some bet skis down. Oh, they have a little breakdancing going down. Oh, this is kind of corny. This is kind of corny. What we got going on over here right now? That's wild. They got something you can't teach, charisma. Why? Because he's doing a little dance on his walkout. Let me go ahead and boom. Ty Mitchell, Sean Hempfield. I'm gonna just leave it at this right here. Misfits boxing main card. Who y'all got? Chat. Let me know. Let me know what fight you're looking forward to the most. What we think is gonna happen. Predictions. We're just kind of on the undercard right now. I mean, I'm looking forward to the top 4 fights. Joey Essex, if you ever watched Love Island, he was on there. I know he's like a serial reality star over in the UK. Dave Van Auken, Tony Ferguson fight day, and Jake saying, "Let's go, Tony." Hey, Tony. I like the things you do. But shout out to Dave El Presidente. Happy birthday to Dave Van Auken. You know what I'm saying? He's in the house on his birthday, tuning into the stream, dude. This guy, bro, you can't find a more dedicated guy to the game. And you know what's crazy too? When I was on Chat GPT, just finding out like the card, it was showing me all of the it was taking it from all these different sources, and sources they were listed on ChatGPT was Fight Bananas official. So, you know what I'm saying? That's you know, if you talk about we made it. Shout out to Dave. Happy birthday to Dave. Ricka, Ricka, Ricka. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dave. 31 years old. Still young. You feel me? Jake. My man Jake. Dave in the house. Let's go. Let's go, Dave. Dave, what you got going on today for your birthday? You just spending some time with the fam, relaxing a little bit. You going out to eat? I know last year they had a whole little surprise for you at the what was it, the pizza place? All right, they're doing family food, boxing, and football. Nice. Hell yeah. What football games we looking at today? What do we got? Today's the season opener, right? Or am I tripping? And who's your team, bro? What a life. That's what I'm saying, dude. You know what I'm saying? I see you got beautiful family over there. A couple redheads, if I'm not mistaken, right? Young, I'll be 36 in a few months. Shout out to Jake. The big 3-6-6-6-6-6. Ohio State beat Texas today. Damn, that's a big win for the Buckeyes. Good first win. Go Gators. I feel you, bro. Dude, I don't know if I've ever told you this, right? But I've always been a Florida State fan for forever. And then as I grew up, I was like, look, you know what I mean? Like I didn't graduate from Florida State. I lived in Tally for a bit. Um, went to college over there. Did all the tailgating, all the partying, all that kind of stuff. But even then, like, unless I have that degree, it's like I can't be that guy because some of these people get way crazy about it. Like, oh, I'm a Gator or I'm a freaking blah blah blah, and I'm like, are you? You know what I mean? Are you though? Um, but my sister went there for her PhD. Facts, yeah, exactly. But so for me, I'm like, look, at the end of the day, it's like a bunch of kids playing football. It's still a big deal, you know what I mean? And I do like college more than the NFL. I will say that. I do like it. I feel like there's a lot more variables. There's a lot more hiccups. It makes for a more exciting game. You know what I'm saying? Like when we talk about the 2013 Iron Bowl, you know what I mean? Like, bro, come on now. Um, but that being said, I root for the Gators all season. I even have Gators gear, and people from that I know from back in the day are like, "Dude, what are you? This is treacherous." You know what I mean? And I'm like, "No, dude, you have to just like remember a while Florida State was like they were good and then they just weren't." And everyone always would talk about even when they were good. I think there was that one season like they were undefeated and they missed out on the playoffs because there was only 4 teams. And they always talk about, oh, strength of schedule, strength of schedule. And then Florida wasn't that good either. And I'm like, bro, we only have a couple teams on the schedule that are good, like Clemson, um, Miami. If Miami's good, if Miami's not good, if Florida's not good, then our schedule really isn't that good as a Florida State fan, right? So that's why I'm like, bro, why would you root against? I see people, they're like, oh, the Gators lost, thank God. No, dude, I want the 2008 Tim Tebow Gators team, number one in the nation, and then I want Florida State to beat them. So I'm rooting for the Gators all season until rivalry week. And then guess what? If the Gators win, I'm wearing Gators gear until the next season. You know what I'm saying? Because they win. So that's it. If not, Florida State just needs to do better, and they've been needing to do better. So, that's the other thing too. People want to. I mean, I get it if people are like, "Oh, you got to be right or die," blah blah blah. But when the team is making bad choices on the management side, not keeping the players accountable, letting them kind of do whatever. That's where I'm like, bro, I can't really you have to hold your team accountable, you know what I mean? And not support. And that's the only thing you really can do is support or not support. So they got one less supporter until they beat, at least if they beat the Gators, you know what I mean? That'll make me happy. A Miami win makes me happy as well. But if not, guess what, bro? Y'all got to do better. Kind of the way I feel about the Magic since like 2010 when they fired Van Gundy. They did we're bending over backwards pause for Dwight Howard, super pause. They basically did whatever and he still left. So all right, let's get to some boxing talk though. You feel me? Oh, Jake, that's you here on YouTube as well. Northwest, shout out. Three boys in a ring. If Rockhold wins, who does he fight next? Bro, that's what I'm saying. I might need to pull up the I might need to pull up like the rankings, if any, the roster of Misfits to see what we're even working with. You know what I'm saying? Till will win. He might, you know what I mean? But even in his boxing, he seemed kind of like reserved. He doesn't seem like his output is really there. Seems a little bit slower. Luke is a big guy, dude. Luke is a huge dude. Yes, sir. Shout out. Shout out my boy Jake Northwest. All right, we got we're in round two, Mitchell versus Hempfield. Like I said earlier, one of my boys fought Hemphill on short notice, put up a really good fight against him. I think everybody who I know, even with my friends, I try to be unbiased. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to just be the yes man to my friends and be like, "Oh, dude, you're the best." Like, no, you need somebody who's gonna, tell you the truth. I think that's a better friend. But I told him, unbiasedly, like, bro, had you not been on short notice, you could have beat Hempfield. And like I mentioned, William Skull beat Sean Hempfield and got a IBF mandatory position against Canelo Alvarez. He ended up having to fight again for the vacant title, but still, that IBF position was from beating Hempfield. So, like, it's crazy. Crazy the way boxing works. Still better than Luke striking. If it was MMA, I'd favor Rockhold on the ground at least. Yeah, no, for sure. Luke has really good kickboxing. His boxing's, you know, can be solid. Sometimes he has the holes in his game. And now that he's older, it's definitely something we have to look out for. But, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. He's a bigger guy as well, even though that didn't really matter when he fought Mike Perry. But that's a different game, too. And Luke has no chin. His chin is suspect. I will admit. His chin is suspect. We got a little fight going on right here. They're just exchanging jabs at the moment from the open stance. Southpaw versus orthodox. Trying to get that angle. Mike Perry is a savage. He is, bro. Shout out to Mike Perry. Knocked me out to the body once. You feel me? But Till not a power guy, really. That's the thing, bro. I feel like in the UFC, he kind of relied on that. He had that. He just kind of does that, like jump in, like 1-2, in that left hand. He's kind of a one trick pony with it, and he was relying on it. Now, bro, they're fighting at like the weight limit is 225 pounds because they're fighting for the Misfits Bridgerweight title. That's 225 pounds is the weight limit, bro. So he's basically, he had power at 170, but now we're talking about over light heavyweight, dude, 225. And against a big guy like Rockhold, is that power going to be there? I don't know, dude. I might start throw some bets down on freaking Rockhold. You know what I mean? Mr. Ruco, he's walking in the building right now. Luke Rockhold walking in the building. Let's go. Why are they fighting at that weight? What the hell? I know, dude. It's weird. You would think they would fight at cruiserweight, at least like 200 limit. Seems solid, but even 205 would be insane. That's what I'm saying, bro. I felt like 200 is already kind of pushing it. Because Till's walking in right now as well. But, bro, 185 it should be for sure. But I mean, in the boxing, dude, boxing's weird with the weight classes, man. The thing about boxing, and this is, I have a lot of criticisms about boxing. Don't get me wrong. One of them, out of the 99 problems that I have with boxing, is the weight classes, bro. The lower weight classes, it's like one weight class every 3 pounds. What are we talking about? And then it goes up to like 5, then 7. Excuse me. Then 7, then jumps to 6, then back to 7. And then once you get to 175, it's a 25-pound jump to cruiserweight. Doesn't even make sense, bro. There's all sorts of catch weight. Like cruiserweight is like they might as well call it, you know, catcher weight because they do all sorts of catch weights in there. 80, 85, 90, 95. You have a 25-pound jump. And then now they introduce Bridgerweight after that. So now you have a light heavyweight, a heavyweight, but you have two weight classes in between light heavyweight and heavyweight. Change the name. You know what I'm saying? I think WBO calls cruiserweight junior heavyweight. So you got light heavyweight, junior heavyweight. Then what's Bridgerweight going to be? I don't know if they're going to bring it on. Till too small for 185 in the UFC. Yeah, did he ever he did fight at 185 in the UFC. That's right. He started losing. He lost to Brunson, he lost to I think he was like 1 and 5 at 85. Yeah, that's dumb AF. MMA kickboxing have the weight classes figured out. Yeah. I would say even though some of those jumps are pretty crazy, like the 15-pound jump, 20-pound jump, but it's one of those where it's like, all right, well, what are we doing here? Because once you get into the bigger range of people, the pool of humans that are that big goes down. Same thing with the lower weight classes. I feel like the lower weight classes in boxing need to be the same, like 5 pounds max in between weight classes. But these 3-pound weight classes, you got 4 organizations, you got 3 pounds in bro. When they're like, "Oh, I'm going down in weight," I'm like, "What'd you go? You took a dump and then you went and weighed in?" It's crazy. Oh, he went up in weight. He's a 3-weight division champion. Like, bro, we're talking about 6 pounds different. What are we doing here? Light heavyweight being 175 is weird. I agree. I think it's an old school thing. Back when people were not as big, the heavyweights were like the guy, they were doing this type of fighting. I think that's what it is. LL took a 3-pound dump. Dude, I'll be taking 4 or 5 pounders. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Oh, there you go. Fight Bananas official. Subscribe on YouTube and message us to receive a free UFC trading card. Bro, hook me up with the card. I've never have I ever owned a trading card. Oh, we got Joey Essex warming up right now. He looks ripped. Joey Essex fighting is crazy. Ah, he's kind of smothering his own right hand on the mitts, though. I guess he was doing some work with Connor Ben. I'm worried. I'm worried about this one. We'll see how it looks. But I'm excited for Joey Essex. That's why I kind of like this thing, man. You want opioids? If so, only poop about once a week. You only poop about once a week and it's 5 to 10 pounds. Not joking. Nah, I've never taken that stuff, man. Well, I have before. I don't know if like hydro is part of that family, but like I hurt my back one time and they prescribed me that. But I think I took like a couple and then I just got rid of the bottle because I was like, I see all the stuff that they talk about. As soon as you go through, as soon as you refill a prescription of it, your chances of getting addicted to that stuff is way crazy. Yeah, hydro is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I was like, man, I'm not trying to go down this road of that kind of stuff. You feel me? And I don't want to be pooping, a 10-pound dump. You feel me? That's a little too much. That's gonna take you out, bro. Especially if you're eating. But if you don't get addicted, it's straight. Yeah, I know, but I don't know if that's up to me. It's up to my biological chemistry. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we're in round 4 of Mitchell versus Hempfield. Hempfield throwing some jabs to the body. Mitchell trying to parry it. Hempfield throwing a lot of body shots. You know what I mean? He's aiming for the chest. Looks like he might be trying to set stuff up upstairs, but you know, we'll see how it goes. Did y'all see any of the previous fights that went down? Damn, bro. You got to get a house, homie. My boy Jake. But you on the stream? Yo, the street drugs got to be crazy in the homeless community. You know what I'm saying? Or where are you at right now? You at like a telly or something? How do I message you on YouTube? Not even possible. LOL. Oh yeah, subscribe on YouTube and message us to receive a free trading card. Message on the Facebook. Go to the Facebook. At least I got a phone though. Shout out. Yeah, you gotta have a phone. Oh, you at the park right now? Where you at? What city? Ty Mitchell walking down Hempfield right now. Hempfield trying to come back. Twitter? I don't know, dude. I don't know if we have Twitter. I think you mean X. In Washington State near Seattle. Dang, bro. You couldn't be farther away from where we're at. We're over here on the east side of Florida, bro, like Daytona area. We're out here on the opposite side of United States. Facebook is good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Message on Facebook. All right, we're going in around 5 here. Let me see what's good. I need to load up my Bovada. You know what I mean? Let me see what we got. Yeah, we got a Canelo versus Crawford going down in a bit. Let me see. All right, let me just load up. Let me load up on this. Let's go 20, 25. All right, what bets we throwing down? Crawford is too good in both stances. I think he beats Canelo by decision. He might, dude. He might. He'll do what Bivol did. That's the thing, though. At least the thing about Bivol, though, with the size advantage, is that he was durable enough to withstand it, and he had the right game plan of shooting in between Canelo's onslaught. Because at super middleweight, Canelo's gotten a bit lazy. He's not the same guy. He doesn't have the same flair, the same flashiness that he did at middleweight. You know what I mean? Those highlights of him with the defense. His defense has slacked massively. But what do we think? Should we do a Canelo versus Crawford super stream? Super stream. Let's get the Fight Bananas Avengers together for a super stream on Canelo versus Crawford. For I mean, we got some time before that goes down, so maybe not next week, but the week after for like the 11th. Oh, oh, I don't know about 9/11. Maybe let's not do 9/11. Maybe like the 9th or even the 12th. We could do the 12th. You know what I mean? We could do that. That's fine. All right, so we're in round 5, right at a minute and 5, minute 4, 3, 2, 1, 1 minute in round 5 of Mitchell versus Hempfield. They're just kind of going back and forth with the straight shots at range. There hasn't really been any inside fighting too much in this fight. Not a lot of combinations thrown, just a little back and forth. Mitchell landed some straight lefts down the pipe, but all kind of at range to the point where they're just kind of hitting with the end of the glove. You know what I mean? Oh, Hemphill with a nice 1-2 with some sting on it, but it landed right here in the shoulder area. It got his attention, as they said on the broadcast. So what we got. It depends if Canelo is truly slowed, but I still think he'll be too powerful for Crawford. That's the thing, man, is all the evidence of his past 5 fights since his defeat, or 5 or 6 fights since his defeat to Bivol, even in the Bivol fight, show evidence that he's slowed. But is it that he's slowed, or is it that he's just not taking his competition as serious? Because it seems in almost every fight except for the Skull fight, He's basically just dropped one knockdown and then cruised to a decision. So it's like, is he even training as hard? What's the deal? Or is what I'm saying just a Canelo fan cope of why he's slowed down? Am I making excuses for Canelo? I don't want to be that guy either. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. Should be an interesting fight. That's what I'm saying. At least there are some question marks in this fight. Let me fix my green screen, bro. My green screen not looking too hot right now. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. All right, that looks a little bit better. I just disappeared for a second there. You saw that? Definitely not as committed. That's what I'm saying, Nick. Is he just not as committed? So that's why he's not looking as good in his fights. For those tuning in, I'm talking about Canelo versus Crawford coming up. It doesn't look like he's as committed. You could just tell in the level of it's like he's just like, yeah, I'm in here, I'm getting paid millions and millions of dollars. But against a guy like Crawford, it's like, bro, you better be on your A game. Some of these other guys, ooh, Mitchell finally throwing some heat behind the shot now that we're reaching into the halfway point, or we passed the halfway point now. So now we're in the second half of the fight. Looks like maybe that was Mitchell's game plan. Oh, Hemphill's landed some shots as well. You use StreamYard? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. StreamYard in the house. Green screen is fire. Appreciate it, homie. Appreciate that. We in the house right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the studio. I'm in the studio just trying to get to you, babe. Oh, Hemphill leaning on him a little bit. That's what he should do. Clinch him up and lean on him. Slow this guy down, dude. That's what they need. That people need to be a little more physical in boxing sometimes. This whole like just kind of pick apart from the outside, that's not going to get you nowhere, especially if you get outboxed. Then it's like, all right, bro, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? I know it's like you want to make it pretty or whatever, but you're in a fight, dude. People forget about that in boxing. People forget, man. Mm. Oh man, Thailand has some shots finally, and Mitchell or Hempfield throwing back, but he's kind of leaving his chin open. He might get caught. Oh, Hempfield just kind of. The thing is, though, he's throwing these shots, and it's kind of like patting them. He's not really throwing his hips into these shots. Hempfield seems like a guy that's had success at being long and being able to box people long. And if that fails him, then he doesn't really have the X factor to make it physical. Doesn't really have the X factor to throw those inside hook shots. Oh, good slip from Hemphill, but he's getting kind of pieced a little bit here. And Ty's looking for counters. This fight's finally heating up here in the sixth. People forget, man. You're still trying to get knockouts. LOL. Yeah, exactly, bro. You gotta. That's the thing too, bro, about boxing. Like some of these boxers, they're like, they talk all this smack. They go in there, talk all this shit leading up to the fight, and then they go out there and they fight like freaking Haney. I'm like, bro, get out of town, dude. Get at like nobody's trying to hear that. I use Rumble Studio. It's similar to StreamYard, but free to stream to 6 platforms, so you don't have to pay for multi-stream. Damn. All right, I haven't even heard of that. I ain't even heard of that one. DAZN, they're pushing some of their other fights they got coming up, like Sugar Nunez versus Diaz. They're like, it's all part of your DAZN subscription, bro. DAZN is a rip off. I'm telling you right now. Sorry, DAZN. Hit us with another flag. Actually, don't. Sorry, but you can't even show like their footage. They copyright the hell out of stuff. You can't even react to their stuff. So then it's like, all right, you're not getting the hype of people reacting to your stuff, which I feel like would be beneficial for them, but whatever. They want to be, stream knots on it. Please no flag. Yeah, I know. They're gonna come after us, dude. Dude, I got us flagged one time. I showed literally it must have been 30 to 45 seconds max, but I would bet more on 30, closer to 30 seconds, just like pause here and there of Canelo's footwork from a DAZN video, showing it on the stream, and DAZN flagged the account, dude. That's what I'm saying, bro. You can't even show a glimpse or they're gonna flag the account. It's absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. These last years have been awful from them. That's not pay-per-view. That's what I'm saying, bro. Some of the like they pay-per-view everything that's good. You got to pay 25, $30 a month for this. If you try to cancel, they'll still charge you for another month. So they make it so you can't even really cancel. And then it's one of those things where it's like, all right, there's an argument for illegal streaming. And if you don't want people to illegal stream, bro, like make it affordable. But and it was a total rug pull of when they of their first launch. They were like, it's going to be $10 a month. Pay per view is dead. I remember them with Tracy Morgan. Pay per view is dead. Instantly, they bring pay per view back in as soon as they signed freaking Canelo and Anthony Joshua. They're bringing back pay per views. You got Misfits in here. They're charging you pay per view to watch freaking YouTubers. It cost me $40 to watch this right now. Luckily, I'm rich. No, I'm joking, but still, I'm like, dude, you think I want to pay $40 to watch some YouTubers? I guess. Imagine Darren Till versus Luke Rockhold on UFC. You wouldn't even. You'd be like, all right, whatever, you know. But now they're boxing and charge $40 for it. Imagine UFC, Till versus Rockhold, and then Ferguson as the co-main. You would be like, all right, bro, fight night. Imagine they try to charge you pay per view for that, bro. There would be riots in the street. There'd be protests outside of the Apex, outside of the PI. But no, you put some boxing gloves on him, and it's pay per view worthy. Put Joey Essex on the card, Dillon Danis, who's done f all since he did f all versus Logan Paul. He didn't even try in that fight. Oh, they're scrapping out now at the end of the round. They hear the clappers for 10 seconds left, and then they start fighting. Crazy world where these matchups are in Misfits boxing. I know, dude. I know. When Misfits boxing first started, if you would have been like, dude, Luke Rockhold, Darren Till, Tony Ferguson's gonna fight in it, you would be like, bro, get lost. I don't even know what you're talking about. Yeah, they're talking about Hemphill's a little affected in the corner. They're showing a replay right now. Boom. Getting caught with some shots walking in. Yep, those caught him. Boom. Boom. Took 2 hooks. And then kind of like fell into the ropes a little bit. And they said they still gave Sean the round. I don't know. I don't know how this is getting scored. I'm assuming that it's going to be tie getting scored. All right. What bets am I throwing down? Let's see. What kind of bets? What kind of bets we throwing down on this one? Let's go Luke Rockhold by. I'm sprinkling round 6, 7, and 8 on some KO, dude. That would be insane, dude. That would be insane, bro. Dude, $1 wins 100 on these. It's like, bro, if that hits, oh my goodness. I'll put a KO on till round 8 because sometimes he kind of turns it up in the last round. But that's only plus 1100. Rockhold's plus 100,000 or 10,000. Yeah, plus 10,000. 100,000 would be nuts. Plus 100,000. All right, let's go back to. Let's go back to sports. Let's see the Tony Ferguson fight. The Fergie Ferg. Where's boxing, bro? Bruv. Here we go. Boxing. Um, where the heck? Eubank. Where's Tony? Bro, it was just on here. Where's it at? It was on here earlier. Now I can't find it. Tony, where's it at? Oh my goodness. It's just crazy. If they got rid of it, dude, imagine the fight fell through somehow. All right. Boxing. There it is. Tony Ferguson versus. Oh no, it just refreshed and now it's gone. Dog, don't even start with me right now. Don't even start with me. Did they get rid of it, bro? Yo, what kind of rug pull is that? They got rid of the odds. Did something happen? Are they not fighting anymore? I imagine. Yeah, bro, it's gone. Bro, I'm gonna have to keep refreshing. I don't know where it went. But all right, we're here. They're interviewing Carl Froch. He's probably going to bring up the fact that he fought in front of 60,000 people at Wembley. He always does. Barely understand him. Accent thick. He's been talking a bit of rubbish. All right. Let's look at what we got going on right here. Uh-oh. Is it back? Oh my goodness. It keeps disappearing. It will show and then it disappears. This is crazy. This is nuts. This is crazy. All right, well, we're back round 9 of Mitchell versus Hemphill. He's talking about the championship rounds. There's no championship rounds in this fight. It's wild. It's crazy how these are like the actual the pro boxers that are like legit pro boxing. Oh, Hemphill with a 1-2-1 and then a 2. Oh, and then another. Hemphill's landing. But I just don't think he has the power to stop him, man. And I think that's what he needs. I think he needs the power to stop him. But like I was saying, it's crazy that this is like the actual like proper pro fight. And some of the punches I'm seeing from them are kind of sloppy. Hemphill looking sloppy. Huh. As far as excitement level, this has been the least exciting out of all of them. It might get to the point where some of these other influencer fights take over boxing. And I mean, I guess there's a market for it if they're charging pay-per-views for this type of stuff. And I mean, shout out to these influencers too, even getting in here, like not just once, twice, multiple times, dude. They like built a league off of this. Let's see who's even on the roster. They have a website. All right. Hemphill's still swinging. But like I said, I just don't think he's got the power to really stop him. Mitchell, I don't know if Mitchell really has the power for him either, but he's at least landing with a little more umph on his shots. All right, now they're actually swinging. Oh, wow. Hemphill actually put some shots together that looked like it kind of hurt him at the end. Maybe I might have to eat crow in a second here. This Misfits boxing doesn't have a. Let's see. Men's rankings. They do have a ranking system. Pound for pound, they have Tommy Fury. Or pound for pound, they have Darren Till as the champion. Absolutely wild, bro. Tommy Fury, KSI, Aneeson Gibb is number 4, pound for pound. Chase DeMoor, 5, bro. As far as like, dude, this is crazy. Heavyweight, Chase DeMoor is the champion. Crazy, bro. You ever seen this guy box? I mean, he looks better, but there's the highlights of him where he was like this. Embarrassing, bro. Bridgerweight, champions vacant. We got Darren Till, Tommy Fury. Oh, Hemphill's going for broke right now. Last round, Hemphill's got to go for broke. And it looks like Ty Mitchell's a little bit tired. He's on his bike. And he's like just kind of putting his hand out, looking to clinch. Yep. He's trying to over clinch. He's trying to bleed the clock. Hempfield's got to do it right here, dude. If he does, then shout out to him, bro. Come on, Hempfield. You're already 30 seconds out. Oh. All right, we're on 219, 218, 217 of round number 10. Mitchell's clinching again. Hempfield's sweating so much that the ink from his belt line is leaking into his pants. Oh, Ty's throwing some hooks. Caught Hempfield on the chin. That might be enough to just keep Hempfield off of him. Oh, Hempfield with an uppercut. And then Mitchell with the clinch. Mitchell's going to get away with this now. And he's trying to hold the rope, too. He's looking up at the clock. Mitchell's cooked. Hempfield's got to get that angle. Oh, there you go. And then Ty holding on for dear life, dude. Sean's trying. Sean's trying. But Ty's clinching. Oh, he's throwing rabbit punches behind the head. And then Ty's leaning on him and holding the ropes. Take a point. Take a point for the stalling, bro. That's what they need in boxing. They need points taken. When you're just blatantly ignoring the ref, holding your opponent. We got 41 seconds left. Yeah. Ty's going to get away with it, bro. He's going to get away with this fight by holding. Take the point, ref. Oh, good right hand from Sean. Oh, he fell out of the ring. The fight's going to end like this. Fight's going to end like this. He just fell through the ring. Embarrassing. Watch. Embarrassing. Embarrassing, bro. Mitchell's got to get lost. All right. I'm looking at the oh wow. All right, we're looking at the rankings. Oh, whoops. We're looking at the rankings of right here. We got the middleweight. Middleweight is 165. That's odd. Welterweight. So they have their own weight limits, light heavyweight, because they don't have a super middleweight, even though these guys are fighting for the super middleweight championship of Misfits. Shit don't even make sense, bro. Cruiserweight is 185. And what's Bridgerweight? 200. Oh, so Bridgerweight is 200. All right, guys. We got a correction because Bridgerweight in boxing is 220, 225. I guess their Bridgerweight is 200. Doesn't even make sense, bro. But I guess they made light heavyweight 75. They put cruiserweight down to 85 and then Bridgerweight at 200. So they pretty much took that light heavyweight to cruiserweight gap and put a weight class in between. So I get it. I get it. But still, heavyweight's 205 plus. So if you're so now this doesn't even make sense. So there's a ghost, there's a phantom zone between 201, 201, 2, 3, and 4 pounds. It just doesn't exist. You can't fight if you weigh that. That don't make sense. That don't make sense for nothing. I mean, I'm sure you could weigh in at 204 and they'll be fine with it. But yeah, so anyways, we're looking at this because SaltPapi versus Ferguson is the interim Misfits middleweight title. So it looks like the champion is this guy, Gibb, which is crazy. His Misfits record is 1-0. Overall record is 7-1. His one loss is to Jake Paul. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. And the thing is, too, I don't even get the Misfits record versus regular record thing. Because some of them, they do exhibitions. Some of them, they do real fights. Let's see what this decision is. Might be a draw. 98-95. Okay, it's a split decision. They're gonna give it to Ty, I think. Damn, they gave it to Ty. I knew they would, but he's got to get out of here. That last round was so bad. That was embarrassing of a last round. Oh, they said light heavyweight champ, or was it super middleweight champ, light heavyweight champ? They need to make up their minds here. They need to make up their mind. Because on here they say Anthony Taylor is their light heavyweight champion. But it's I guess this is like real boxing. So I don't even know, dude. Let's look at SaltPapi's box rec. So on SaltPapi's box rec, he's got a Misfit Pro, which isn't really pro. You know what I mean? It's not like an actual pro. He's 4-2. It's crazy that Misfits Pro is even a thing now on box rec. Should just be Am or Pro. I feel like make these actual pro fights. So He lost to Anthony Taylor, and then he got knocked out to Slim, or by Slim, I should say. And then he's come back with 2 wins. He had a stoppage and another stoppage against King Kenny. But that was almost a year ago, bro. Joey Essex was supposed to fight Deji. They're showing Joey Essex right here. I guess this Numero guy's fought before. Let me see. Who's this Numero guy? What is he from? Joey Essex. His name is Jao Barbosa. It says he's making his debut, but it says he has a fight under his belt. So he had a pro fight, it looks like. He had a pro fight and he lost by TKO in a 6th against a guy who was 0-4, bro. This guy. But I mean, at least you've had one fight, so you've already been in there. You've already had the experience. So we'll see what's going on. But right here, we're going into Joey Essex versus Numeiro. They're showing a little preview. Joey Essex doing his thing. Joey Essex is just like wherever he can get clout, he's getting it, you know? He's wrapping everything but his thumb. His thumbs are going to get murked if he's throwing those hooks. But they'll do a proper wrap job for him in the corner, hopefully. You know what I mean? Showing him training, just some pre-fight footage stuff. This is interesting, though, my boy Joey Essex. His coach is saying, he told him, if you're just trying to mess around, I'm not helping you, but if you're going to do it proper, then we'll help out, which is good. Because Joey Essex, I mean, he's in shape. He looks like an athletic guy. You just kind of have to get into that boxing athleticism. You know what I mean? It's not the same type of any other athleticism. It's a different type of cardio, man. And people don't understand it. People forget, man. Someone said combat, please. That's what we're watching right now, bro. We're watching it right now, bro. We got Joey Essex fighting up next. Hold on. We're gonna do a little bit of a. We're gonna do a little bit of a. We're gonna do a little bit of a break ski. You know what I mean? So bear with me. I'm gonna text you when it starts if you wanna watch. But I'm on stream, so you gotta be mindful of your comments. All right, look. All right, never mind. Yeah, I will. All right, we back. Whoops. All right. Mic check, mic check. We back, we back. All right, Joey Essex versus Numero's the next fight coming up. Coming up next. I gotta find this real quick. Bear with me. All right, let me see if my Bovada's back. Oh, now they're showing a Joey Essex fight. Oh, Joey Essex is a Joey Essex is the favorite, bro, versus this Bow guy. All right, let's get back to it, ladies and gentlemen. What's up? Who we think? Anybody even know who Joey Essex is? Anybody in the chat even know who this guy is? He's got nothing, no sort of experience. This is his first fight coming into it, so that's pretty crazy. So he's fighting this guy who is 0-1 in pro boxing, but at least he's had a fight, you know? Got stopped in the 6th round. He went 6 rounds, 0-4. And now for Misfits, he's fighting Joey Essex, but it's a 4-rounder. So it shows that he's gone 6. Joey Essex is 35, though, bro. Weight 161 versus 164. So that shows Joey weighed in at least, you know, three pounds and some change under the 165 limit that they have. He's 5'11. He's given up 3 inches of reach, 2 inches of height. See how this goes. Oh my goodness. Did they say 3 rounds, bro? There's no way. All right, they got this Numero guy walking out. I don't know what he's from. Bear with me 1 second. Got to respond to this text, and then we good. What a dork. He's doing they're doing whole performances for everybody walking out. Watch, he does all this just to get knocked out. Oh, hold on a second. All right, so we got that. Joey Essex here making his debut. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's up. Let's Google where this Numero guy's from. What the hell is his situation? Who is this dude? Numero. What is he from? Some sort of guy. Some sort of car, like got cars and women and stuff. Yeah. He was there with I Show Speed on stream. It looks like I don't know what his deal is. Yeah, he might get knocked out, bro. I don't know who he is. But all right, here we go. Joey Essex versus Numero. Looks like they're doing a whole little performance for this Numero guy. And Joey Essex about to walk out. All right, bro. Wrap it up. Wrap this up. Let's get on with the walkouts. Ain't nobody trying to see this. They're doing a whole performance. It's a great performance. Oh my goodness. Yeah, ain't nobody trying to see that. Let's see what Joey Essex kind of corny nonsense he's got going on. Who we got? We got this Numero dork, or we got Joey Essex. Numero's at least got one fight under his belt. He fought 6 rounds. He got stopped in the 6th in a proper pro fight, but he fought a guy who was 0-4. Thing is, though, those 0-4 guys, bro, unless you're good, like they have 4 fights. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you lose. Some of these dudes I see all the time. They get into boxing, they go pro. They're like, they go to fight. You know, they pay these B-side fights. They even pay for their purses, everything, bro. They pay slot fees. This Numero guy maybe had some clout, so he didn't have to do all of that. Had some backers, probably investors, but you know, definitely somebody was paying that guy's purse, everything for him to be a B-side, and then he still lost. And I've seen some local guys do that too, bro. They've had a bunch of fights like that, and then they go out there and lose. You can't, you know, you can't take these guys lightly just because I've seen dudes that, you know, they lose to someone who's freaking like 0-9. That's 9 fights. You know what I mean? That's 9 chances to be like, all right, let me figure this out. Damn, Joey Essex has the violins, all of this. He's a serial reality star, this guy. This is like the proper next step for him to do. Let's see. Let's see what happens with Joey. Damn, should I bet against him? Chat, should we bet against Joey Essex? Should we bet against Joey Essex? One person that tells me I'm gonna put money against him. I'm gonna put money on the underdog. All right, they're doing the announcing right now. I'm low-key kind of nervous for this, bro. I'm nervous for Joey. Nick saying always ride with the under. LOL. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. He's a minus 150. Yeah, let's run it. We're throwing 6. Throwing $6. Wins us 9. Nothing crazy, you know what I mean? Nothing too crazy. You feel me? We gotta win something today. All right, let's see. Numero from Portugal. Now they're gonna introduce Joey Essex. He's got the proper fit on, bedazzled and everything. Oh, Joey's gonna get beat up, dude. All right, here we go, guys. Joey Essex versus Numero is about to go down. Anybody in the chat even know who Joey Essex is, bro? I feel like I'm the only one who knows who Joey Essex even is. All right. Let's go. Let's see what Joey Essex got in store for us. And I guess Numeiro's a controversial guy in Portugal. A whole bunch of people hating on him, so here we go. Let's go, Joey. Joey with the jab. Starting early, Numero with the jab. Oh, Joey didn't really look too good at the reaction of the punches. Oh, Joey getting triple jabbed in the face. Joey's gonna throw the game plan out the window, bro. He doesn't know how to take a punch. Oh no, Joey's cooked. Which I mean, I bet against him. So, oh no, Numero lands a right hand, and Joey holds instantly. Joey's got to get his head underneath him. He's doing this where he's like, ugh, moving forward. There's no head movement. He's gonna run right into a shot, but he's trying to hold Numero. That's the thing. Numero's at least had a fight. He's gone through the nerves of a fight before. Essex is trying to set up a big right hand. That's what he's looking for. Essex misses a big hook. Oh, Numero lands a left hook. Throws a hook to the body. This is a real sloppy boxing fight. Joey's like throwing shots like this. We're at 141, 140, 139, round one. 137, 36. Joey's going for a right hand, but did the right thing and held his head down. Joey's trying to throw some feints. Joey looks like he's already kind of breathing heavy. Joey got touched to the body and now he's backing up. Oh, Joey's looking for that right hand. He's trying to do the duck and swing. Oh my goodness. Oh, Joey went for a right hand. Oh, Joey's getting pieced. Uppercut from Numero. Jab from Numero. All right, they're resetting, kind of just looking at each other. Numero's trying to throw a jab to the body. Essex with the feint. Essex with the jab. Essex with another jab. And Numero swung. Oh, big right hand from Joey Essex. Oh my goodness. If I lose $6 off of this Numero fool, come on, bro. Numero's a dork, dude. Oh, right hand from Joey. Yo, the ref jumped in there. Come on, ref. Protect yourself at all times. Dang. That was kind of a little crazy first round at the end there. The first bit half of it, you could tell Joey had to like calm his nerves down, maybe he's a little more comfortable, but he still looks nervous in there. And so what happens, man. Especially if you don't have experience doing this. You're kind of new to the boxing ting. Let's see some replay, bro. Joey huffing and puffing already. Let's see how Numero's looking. Joey's really huff. He's doing deep breaths already. Very deep breaths. Show Numero. Let me see Numero's breaths. Boom. That was a Joey Essex round for sure. He landed some big shots. Boom. Numero's got to get it together, bro. Numero's just swinging that right hand, and he's gonna gas himself up doing that. That's like the third or fourth one that he's just missed from Carajo land. There you go. Oh, Numero's throwing. Joey's trying to do the same thing. Numero throws it to the body. That's what he needs to do. Throw to the body, lands one upstairs. but not flush. Oh, Joey with the hook. Joey with the hook. Numero with the body. This is real sloppy fighting, which I'm not surprised. There you go. Numero, hit the body. Hit the body. Joey's going for the 1-2 now, keeping his shots. Ooh, good dip. Took a jab to the face, though, from Numero. Numero's tired, though. He's throwing those big shots. Numero's tired. Joey's looking like Joey's breathing, but his health bar might be a little bit higher than Numero's right now. Numero's swinging at air too much. Ooh, good jab from Numero. Joey's trying to hold. Oh, right hand from Joey. Numero's complaining that was behind the head, but guess what, bro? You guys are turning all over the place. The fight's too sloppy for you to be complaining. Oh, Joey with another right hand. Joey with another one. He's trying to throw uppercuts. Numero needs to keep attacking the body. Oh, right hand from Numero. Joey holds. This is wild. Jab from Essex. Double jab from Essex. Right hand from Essex. Oh. Oh, Numero's hurt Joey. Nope, Joey's back. Joey's back. This is getting real sloppy, but the sloppier it gets, that's where the opening's going to be there for one of them to end it. Joey's really huffing and puffing now. Jab from Joey. He's going to walk into the shots. Numero's hitting the body. Joey's looking for the uppercut. Oh, slip. Oh, slip and a rear hook from Joey Essex. But what's his face? Numero's another right hand from Joey. Oh. Joey's touching. Dude, these guys are just scrapping, bro. And they are tired already. They got 2 more rounds to do this. That's why you can't fight like this, man. When you're fighting at 4. Oh! Right hand from Numero on the chin. Bro, especially in your first fight, you're fighting 3-minute rounds, 4 rounds, dude. Oh my goodness, excuse me. I'm allergic to these sloppy fights. Oh my god. Who's watching live right now? What do we think of this fight that's going on right now? Might be 1-1. Might be 1-1. Boom. Numero might have been more active. And then right at the end, boom, right on the chin. Damn, they're showing Numero landing. This third round's going to get sloppy, dude. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joey. All right, here we go. We're at 257, 256, 55, 54, 3, 2, 1, 50, the first round. Ooh, little uppercut from Joey Essex. Body shot from Numero. Oh my goodness. They're giving a standing 8 to Numero. Wow, the ref just saved Numero. What is this, an amateur fight, bro? Numero needs to take the 8. Essex might knock him out right now if he follows up. Oh my goodness, right hand down the pipe from Joey. Numero holds. Numero, go to the body. Go to the body, Numero. Oh my goodness, sloppy as ever. Sloppy Joey. Second save of the day. That's what I'm saying, bro. Oh, huge uppercut from Joey Essex. And Joey's like, let me breathe for a second. Numero's going for the Numero just needs to hit body, bro. Let Joey clinch you and just start ripping the body. He's got to take the pop out of Joey's shots. But Joey's looking. Oh, right hand from Joey Essex. Numero's just swinging nonsense. Oh, but he's landing. Oh, Joey played possum for a second, came back up with a hook. Another one. He's doing a dip down all the way, and then boom. That's his move right now. Oh, and Joey's landing shots. A 1-2. And then he's holding. He's going for the uppercut. These guys are just throwing sloppy. This is a proper scrap. Good body shots. Throw the body shots, Numero. Joey's trying to set up the uppercut. Damn it, Joey's just going pop, 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 pop. That's what you learn in the gym. Oh, good body shots from Numero. Right hand over the top. We still got 48 seconds, 47. Joey's still going for the duck. He's going for the possum. He's playing possum. Oh, and he's getting tagged while he's doing that. And then he just landed a shot right there. Body, good. Body. Numero, body. Joey's going to go down. Or no, he's playing possum. Oh, Joey's landing. Oh, my God. It's a horrible fight. But it's a proper scrap. I'll say that. Boom. Oh. Right hand from Essex. Another one. Boom. Another body shot from Numero. Keep hitting the body. Oh. What's the referee doing, bro? Who hired this guy? Where'd they get this guy from? Insane, bro. Insane, bro. I don't know if this is a teammate. They're interviewing some girl. She's like, this is a really tough watch. All right. They're saying that as part of the strategy, this duck. And they're trying to show highlights, but it's just them scrapping, bro. They need to cut this and go straight back to the feed. I'm gonna missing something. All right, here we go. Last round, fourth and final round. Is it a 10-8 when it's a standing 8? I guess so. At that point, this is Joey's fight if it reaches the end. Joey's landing jabs. He's just touching with the jab. Great tactic here. Just touch him with the jab, bro. You don't need to load up. Numero with the jab, though. Oh, uppercut from Numero. Oh, Numero's piecing Joey up. He's piecing Joey up. Oh. Why is the ref breaking him up, dude? Oh, they're giving Joey a standing 8. That's the equalizer. That's the equalizer. Damn, if Numero wins, this fight might be a draw, bro. And then I lose my money. But if Numero can hit him again and get another 10-8, then he wins. Oh, jab from Numero. Oh, let's go. There you go. Headlock. Pull Gilly. Jump the Gilly. Oh, Joey's doing the duck. The duck and swing again. Numero with the uppercut. Dude, come on, ref. Where'd they get this ref from? Boom, boom. Oh, uppercut for Numero. All right, we're going halfway. We're at the halfway point of the last round. Oh, there you go. Numero's hitting him. Uppercut. Right hand. Oh, right hand. Body. Oh, another body. Another body. Oh, 1 minute left. Come on, bro. You need another standing 8 or a proper knockdown. Oh, Joey's cooked. Joey's cooked. Come on, Numero. You got 50 seconds. Oh, big shot for Joey Essex. Oh, a big shot from Numero. Another shot from Joey. Get it. Break him, ref. Break him, ref. I need Numero winning this one. Come on, Numero. You got to come back. Boom. Body. Good body from Numero. 30 seconds. 27. Boom. Body. Body, Numero. Give it everything you got. Let's go. You got 20 seconds. Knock him down. Numero's cooked, bro. Oh, another right hand from Numero. Boom, boom. 1-2, 1-2. Body, body, upstairs. But Joey holds. Joey holds. This is a draw. This fight's a draw. Damn it. Lewis. Who's win? Right, dude. I think this fight's gonna be a draw. That's what I think. I think the fight's gonna be a draw. They're playing the John Cena. The time is now. Thanks. Got you, bro. What the heck? I put this here and now my whole screen went crazy. Bro, minimum weight championship. That's what they're. Even my wife said, "Is everyone new here, including the ref?" She's watching it too. Bro, yeah, the ref is nuts. They got Connor Ben in the corner. Does he have a Joey Essex shirt or Joey Essex jacket? I think we have a draw. I think if anything, they give it to Joey, but I think it's a draw, and I think I freaking lost my monies. Oh my goodness. Oh, Tony Ferguson versus SaltPapi's back up. The line's back up. All right. Putting some bets down on Ferguson by KO because the money's too good. I think a draw is the proper decision in this fight. I'm sprinkling all sorts of stuff right now. Let's go. All right, let's see. What did y'all score it? Of love with nobody to love. I don't think it's going to be a draw. They're going to give it a Joey. $37-37 draw. They're going to give it a Joey. Wow, they gave it a Joey. They gave it a Joey. They gave him the second round as well. Wow, bruv. Wow. I can't believe it. What are the chances he loses? Not much, bro. I guess they gave him that second round. That's crazy, but he was actually cooked at the end. It's just the boxing. You saw that, babe?
I told you.
You saw that?
Also, that guy, total BS, the ref.
That ref sucks, right?
He was new to the job, or he had it for the other guy.
That was terrible.
How are you going to give him a break when he's literally about to knock out?
He was breaking it up while there was like action going.
Like,
that ref wasn't good. I agree.
Either he's new or he was bought. I'm going to go with new, but partially biased towards the other guy.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. Wait, babe. Babe. Get these dogs. Oh. They're both in here now. Oh, man. SG in the house. What's up, dude? What's up, SG? We back at it again. I only know Ferguson, Till, and Rockhold. Yeah. You ever seen SaltPapi fight? He's pretty good. Dillon Danis is about to fight next. All right, timeout, guys. I got to use the little boys' room, but don't leave me. Do not leave me, or else you're all getting blocked. No, I'm kidding. Mods, ban them. Ban them if they leave. I'll be right back. SaltPapi, and then Till versus Rockhold. Can you take him out? Put on his jacket. He might have been farting, yeah. So he probably does need a poop. We back, ladies and gents. We back, baby. Haha. All right, Joey Essex is donezo. The Joey Essex fight, I should say. Let's go to. We on the Misfits boxing main card, ladies and gents. I don't know what's going on with my. Oh my goodness. I'm showing how the sausage is made. That's a good one right there. There's Joey Essex's dad. Dang, look at him. His eyes busted up a bit. They needed him to win though, because they want to bring him back. So they needed him to win. It was rigged. But that's boxing for you, you know what I mean? Good first fight though for him. You know what I mean? Good experience. Oh, my wife said she had a Joey. All right. You know, maybe she saw something different that we didn't see. I need a blankie, dude. It's kind of cold in here. Should I get a blankie? Chat, should I get a blankie on? Jake Paul has some sort of all right, Danis versus Spencer coming up next. Dillon Danis, MMA fight. They're showing September 6th, September 6th, September 7th. Bro, the thing is though, is Pitufo Diaz like hasn't been a world championship level fighter for quite a while, and they're still throwing title shots at him. So that's where I'm saying like the depth of the lower weight classes just isn't there, and there's too many weight classes, too many belts. That's why I'm like, bro, unless you're like in a way, it's not too special. All right. Let's see what we got with Dillon Danis coming up right now. It's too many fighting promotions. Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, they're all starting to fight each other now that Saudi's involved. But there is a bit too many fighting promotions. I agree. Dillon's practicing all of this Muay Thai and all this striking just to go for a roll. He's got a lot of back knee too, bro. Is this guy on the Secret Juice? I don't know. He might be on the Secret Juice, bro. They're asking if this is the redemption arc of Dillon Danis. I don't know, dude, because I don't know if enough time's passed since that Logan Paul fight. Like that was so insane, and just for him to do absolutely nothing in the ring. Mike Swaney, I hope Danis gets his ass kicked. I think a lot of people hope so too. You know what I mean? Because even when he fought Logan, like that fight might as well just not even happened. It wasn't even like Logan really beat him up either. He was just kind of throwing at him. Danis blocked them all, and it was just walking forward. That was a whack fight. I thought Logan should be embarrassed of that performance as well. And this is what I'm saying. They're throwing some sort of light heavyweight championship. They're like, oh, the pro MMA light heavyweight championship. Like, bro, we're throwing on a little bit of this right here, YSL. Smells good. Smells good. Get yourself some YSL. All right. Let's see. This Spencer dude. He's coming out with the headband, trying to bounce around. That Myself by YSL. No, this one's different. This one's something else, but I have the Myself, the one that's like Austin Butler's, the guy who's the model for it. I have that one. This one's a different one, but my wife she likes to get me these to like try it out, and then if I like it, I'll get like the actual bottle. But I like the Myself. I do like that one a lot. She had got me that one and then a Prada one. And she said she liked the Prada one more, but I like the Myself more, to be honest. So, what you got me? Oh, let's go.
There you go.
Can't even see it. Brought me the San Pellegrino. Thanks, babes.
And then let's see here.
Appreciate you. You're leaving him in here?
He wants to be with you.
But I don't want him in here. In case
Messy and then
it's too much of a liability.
come on. Come on, Papa. No.
My dog was sick the other day and he threw up on 2 different carpets in 2 different rooms and then the rug in the living room. Like literally did not pick any sort of hardwood floor. So I'm like, look, I love you, bro, but I can't like in case he just decides to throw up on the ground right here, what am I gonna do? Either one, which is the obvious one, I gotta stop the stream and then clean up throw up from a dog. Or two, I don't, and I sit here and stream in a room with dog throw up. Not happening, bro. All right. Anyways, you know what? I like this from Danis. He just walks out, double fingers, gets ready. He's down to business. Let's do that. Some of this stuff where they're doing a whole performance, everything, bro. For those last two guys, Namor, whatever his name was, just did a whole rock show. Joey Essex with the freaking violins, just to do that kind of fight. Come on, we don't need all of that, bro. We don't need all of that. Let's see Dillon Danis. See what happens. See if they go through the ring. Damn, I'm freaking dripping all over the place. I need a freaking. Oh, dude, I got a blankie right here. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing. Look at that right there. Come on now. I know y'all ain't got this. Look at that. Soft, bro. Soft. He's fighting somebody with 0 MMA fights, right? Yeah, I guess so. That's the thing. Dillon Danis, everyone he's fought is a scrub. He's had a 8-year career right now. In a total time, he's had 4 fights. This is like his 4th or 5th fight ever. He's fought nothing but scrubs, and then Logan Paul in a boxing fight and did absolutely nothing. Threw 4 punches the whole time. Man, I had the OG Charizard from the 90s, but my mom threw it out. Dude, everybody says the same thing. Everyone's like, I had a OG Charizard. I had the collection. The parents throwing it out. It's a story saddest time, dude. The saddest story in the world. But I feel you, bro. I feel you. It's tough. I have the original 151. I even paid $200 for a custom frame in order to frame it and everything. And when I move into my new house, I'm gonna put it up in my my office. All right, what's the over under on Danis diving for the legs in the first freaking 30 seconds? He's going for the legs. All right, Dillon Danis versus Warren Spencer MMA. Let's go. Here we go. So sad, dude. It is. It is. All right, Danis. KSI said he'll double the purse of Danis if he wins by knockout. Danis is a top 10 level BJJ competitor. I agree. He used to be, but who knows what he's at now. Let's see if Danis actually throws punches now. Oh, good jab from the other guy. And now Danis said, all right, that's it. Wow. Wow. Danis took one shot and was like, psych, we're done with this. All right, Danis. Don't be doing all that. Don't be holding his head like that. Stop little broing him. Get some Accutane on that back. Some Bacutane. But baby got back knee. Yeah, they're gonna show the whole fight right now. Look. My man went for the uppercut, got jabbed, threw a jab, but then he went for the clinch. That was the other guy's fault. Damn. I mean, that was impressive. It was good, but cooked. Cooked. But it just showed that his stand up really isn't there. You think he would have developed it by now, but and then he'll not fight again for another 3 years. He'll use this one win to go talk shit to everyone for forever. And they're gonna fight. Take out your mouth guard, bro. Take out the mouth guard. Islam. Let's do an MMA fight. He's not gonna do an MMA fight. KSI is not gonna do an MMA fight. That's the thing too. KSI told him, "I'll double you purse if you win by knockout," and he went for a guillotine in freaking 6 seconds. Which I don't blame him. Whatever, you know what I mean. It's an MMA fight. Do it, but at least try. At least try to knock him out. But he took one jab and was like, "Nah, that's it." What happened? Danis win, dude. Danis won in like 10 seconds. He took one jab to the face and was like, "Oh," and then the other dude tried to clinch him, which was horrible. And Danis snatched up the neck, threw him to the ground with it, rolled over into mounted guillotine, and homie tapped. Quick. And now they got some belt. They're floating around some belt. Ridiculous. It's kind of a clown show. I get when people say it's kind of a clown show. I got the music playing. Let's see what the official time is. Let's see what the official time is. 15 seconds. Round number 1. New Misfits MMA champ, but they don't have a weight class to it or nothing. Their MMA roster is 2 fighters. Yeah, these 2 guys, and one of them just made his debut in MMA. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous, bro. El Kakui versus SaltPapi getting ready to go. Yeah, SG with the facts. Their MMA roster is 2 fighters. One of them is not an MMA fighter. Exactly. El Kakui fighting next. Yo, am I tripping right now, bro? Hold on a second. Bro, Florida State is beating Alabama right now. Is this a joke, bro? Is this a joke right now? Florida State is beating Alabama? Yo! What? What? My man said, huh? Dude, college football, bro. Florida State is up 17-7 against Alabama. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Hold on a second. I'll share the screen right now. Look at this. Look at this, bro. Quarter 3. It's just halftime. It looks like just after halftime. Dude, what? Am I about to be a Florida State fan again? I mean, I've always been, but this is crazy. Oh my goodness. Bruh. Dude, this is about to shake up college football. That's what I was saying earlier on the stream, right when the stream started. I was talking with Dave about college football. And I was saying like how crazy college football is. Because stuff happens. Like crazy stuff happens. Nuts. Fights? Yes, sir. Tony Ferguson's about to fight El Kukui. And we're watching the Misfit boxing main card. But yeah, Tony Ferguson's about to fight El Kukui. I mean, El Kukui's about to fight SaltPapi. I'm tripping. They got to play a bunch of promo nonsense. Is it being shown? Nah, I can't show it, dude. We're just watching along. Live reaction. You know what I'm saying? It's on the DAZN pay-per-view. If I were to try to stream it onto here, the whole Fight Bananas account would go down. So I can't do that, brother. All right, here we go. They're showing Dillon Danis. They're glazing him. They got to glaze Danis for a bit. Dork guy. That's crazy that they're fighting MMA on that canvas floor, though. Danis has a little tiny bruise under his eye, though, from that one freaking jab that homie landed, which is nuts. They're showing previews for PFL right now, which is PFL on DAZN? I thought they were on ESPN. Wow. Let's see what fights are coming up. They're showing all the fights coming up, and it's just like nothing that's even remotely the BKFC pair, and then Ennis, yeah. Buatsi versus Parker, sure. Ortiz Jr. versus Lubin. It's a solid fight. Lubin, shout out to Lubin. He's from here in Orlando. All right, let's get to it. Up next, we got Tony Ferguson versus SaltPapi. Ooh, I'm getting the jitters. All right. Tony's saying he's going to throw some sand at him. All right, here we go. SaltPapi. SaltPapi's got skills too, dude. Let me see if I can still throw down some bits on this. do it tonight. All right, open bets that I have right now. Let's see. So for this fight, I have sprinkled SaltPapi round 1, round 2, and round 6. And then Ferguson, I also put a draw down. I put money on a draw. And then I sprinkled money on Ferguson by round 4, 5, and 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 bets. So basically, I have to hit at least one of these to even make my money back and kind of be a little over even. But if Ferguson knocks him out in the later rounds, bro, we're looking at some solid money. And then I have Till round 8, Rockhold round 8. I have Rockholds round 7. And then Rockhold round 6. If Rockhold knocks him out in round 7, dude, I make some bread. Straight up. All right, let's see how this goes. All right, guys. Tail of the tape. Ferguson's 41. SaltPapi's 31. Both weighed in at 168, which I don't know how. Yeah, this shit don't even make sense. How they're going to do a championship when they're not even weighing in at the right weight. Remember when Till said he returned to the UFC to become champion? I know, it was crazy. What's crazy is when Till was like in the top 5 of the UFC, he started beefing with Mike Perry, who was like unranked. And I remember being like, that's not even worth it because Till's going to beat Perry. And I think Perry was still undefeated at the time. Now I'm like, bro, it looks like Till's ducking Perry in boxing and bare knuckle, all of that. I'd like to see Till versus Perry because Perry's already beat Rockhold and bare knuckle. Yeah, Michael Venom Page, crazy. He beat Let Me Bang. He beat he's beating everybody in bare knuckle. I'd be interested to see him versus Jake Paul, a rematch in bare knuckle. That might be a different fight. But who knows? Jake might, put the thumps on him again. I went to that one. SaltPapi. Let's go, Salt. Here we go. SaltPapi walking out right now. He's hitting under the ropes. Here we go. Team SaltPapi. Let's get it. And then El Kukui's about to walk out. Are we going with the classic song? Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson's walking out right now, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. Yep. The classic Tony song. Look at Tony with the boxing gear. Tony Ferguson. Let's go. Tony. It's Tony time. Tony Ferguson's walking out right now to the ring. He's on an 8-fight losing streak. Is it about to be 9? Across promotions, across sports. 8-fight losing streak. Let's see. Can I name all the losses? We got Gaethje, Charles, Beneil, Chandler. He lost to Nate Diaz. He lost to Bobby Green. He lost to Patty Pimblett and Michael Chiesa. And will it be SaltPapi for number 9? We see. What do y'all think in the chat? You think Tony Ferguson's going 0-9? Or you think he's going to be able to pull off a win here in his boxing debut? We're doing the introductions right now. They're introducing SaltPapi. Super SaltPapi. Here we go, ladies and gents. And now they're going to introduce El Kukui. What are the odds that El Kukui throws some sort of illegal something? Might get DQ'd. All right, here we go. Bro, Seminoles just scored again. It's 24-7. All right, that's crazy. They're beating Alabama. We got Tony Ferguson getting introduced right now. Just got introduced. They're about to fight. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go round 1. Tony Ferguson versus SaltPapi. Let's go! I don't know why I'm so hyped for this. It's just because it's like, all right, dude, it's something different. You know what I mean? Ferguson versus SaltPapi. Let's go. I'm giddy. Wow, they didn't really touch. SaltPapi might lay the smackdown. All right, what are my bets again? What are my open bets? I got Papi by round 2, Papi round 1, Papi round 6, and then Ferguson round 6 and 7, I think. So if it ends in like the middle rounds, then we're cooked. Or if it goes to decision. Tony with the jab to the body, setting up. Tony's looking comfortable in the boxing already. And Tony's very unorthodox as well. Okay, here we go. SaltPapi showing him levels from the southpaw. Throws out a left hand, but didn't really commit to it all the way. I didn't really like that from SaltPapi. Tony's patient, though. SaltPapi lands the left hand at the very end of the punch. Tony with a jab to the body. Tony's looking a little slow, which isn't surprising. Let's go. Salt backing up into the ropes, but he might be setting a trap. He might be setting up the trap. Papi went for the left. Tony parried it. Tony with the double jab backs up. Papi doesn't land them, though. It's a little bit of a feel out round. Papi throws another left. Tony with the parry. Oh, with the looping left lands on Tony. With the first significant shot of the fight from SaltPapi. Papi with the feints to the body. Throws another feint to the body. Tony bit on it. Throws a left hand. Might have landed through. Might have got a little half blocked by the gloves. Papi's backing into the ropes. Oh, Tony with some shots to the body. But didn't look like there was a lot of oomph on those shots. Papi's definitely looking like he's having the power advantage here in this fight. Papi tried to throw this left hand. Looks like Tony slipped it. Oh, good hook left hand from Papi. Back to Tony all the way back from the ropes into the center of the ring. Papi's staggered him, definitely. Papi's already landing good shots on Tony so far in this fight. At least 2 or 3 significant shots. Not just significant shots, but like. Oh. Papi's looking a lot faster as well. He looks stronger and he looks faster, which seems the recipe for a W. And Tony's walking forward. So and Papi's good at setting up traps. So I think Papi needs to go back to that looping left. Ooh. Tony threw some. They clinched for a second, and Tony went bop, 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 span the uppercuts to the body. All right, round 1's over. My round 1 on Papi bet is cooked. I got round 2 on a plus 900. Took it to the limit. On the razor's edge. There we go. There's definitely round 1 for SaltPapi. SaltPapi definitely took round number 1. We're playing push it to the limit. Boom. They're showing that little looping overhand left from SaltPapi. Boom. The hook and then the left hand from SaltPapi that staggered him. He definitely landed at least 3 to 4. SaltPapi said he hurt his thumb. Oh, Ferguson with the 2-1. Backs Papi all the way back to the ropes. Good shots. Ferguson's coming out hot right now. Papi's throwing that left. Oh, good. 2 to the body, 3 upstairs from Papi. Definitely got the attention of Tony. Tony's trying to walk forward, though. That's kind of his poker face, is I'm still walking forward. Even though it hurt him, left hand from Papi, backed up Tony, but Tony still walks forward. That's his way of showing, like, you didn't hurt me. Now Tony's throwing shots at Papi. And now they're starting to scrap. Ooh, Tony with the jab. Tony with the jab. It's landing. Jab to the body from Tony. Papi's trying to land the body shots, but Tony's kind of blocked them. Tony's dodging shots too, bro. Tony's in this fight. Jab from Tony. Another jab from Tony. Ooh, left hand straight to the face from Papi. Body shot from Papi. Tony's durable though, but who knows? He might get freaking sparked. Double jab from Tony. Bro, ooh, uppercut from Papi. Oh, left hand from Papi. And he's throwing everything into these shots. Tony might be able to wear him down throughout the stretch of this fight just from his durability. Tony got hit with a jab and then ducked the left hand, took a left hand straight to the face from SaltPapi. But Tony's walking forward. Bodies from Tony. Body shots, 2 body shots. Another one from Tony. And he's pressuring Papi. Jab from Tony. The left hand from Papi might have landed. Oh, left hand from Papi. Backs Tony back up. This fight's good so far. And Tony's throwing a jab, and he's throwing it off like that. Oh, hook from Tony. Jab upstairs, down, jab. I can't even talk. Oh, good jab from Tony. Oh, good jabs from Papi. Right hand to the body from Tony. Oh, hook from Papi. Right hook, but Tony's slipping these shots. Ooh, we got a fight on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. That might, like, Tony might have won that round based off of the pressure in the shots. The judges might, like, think that looks better, but I think the better shots were landed by Papi. So it could be, I'm saying it could be 1-1 based off of what judges score, because judges are not smart. All right, we're going to write it down here. Tony, Papi. Oh, man. What'd y'all think of that second round? We had Tony or we had Papi? Boom. I think Papi won that round, actually. He was landing too many shots down the pipe. But I'm going to give it to Tony just because I think the judges might. That's how we scoring out here. Tony jabbing to the shoulder of Papi. They're talking on the broadcast about how Tony's moving his head a lot, and they don't see that from a lot of MMA guys. Yeah. Oh, big hook from Tony. Tony's making Papi swing at air, which is good. Right hand from Tony. And then counter shot from Papi. Oh, two left hands from Papi. Slightly lands. Oh, hook right hand from Tony after the slip, the roll. Left hand from Papi. Oh, right hand on the pipe from Tony. Another one. Left hand from Papi. Damn, this is a good fight. Left hand from Papi. Another one. Tony's getting beat up a little bit in this fight, but good jabs. Oh, he's just peppering a jab. But the thing is, Tony's just walking forward like a zombie, which could mentally wear down Papi. Tony's El Kukui, you know what I mean? Oh, Tony's throwing. I think Tony can keep up this pace where Papi might not be able to. So my bet, my later round bets on Tony might be good. Oh, Tony's unloading, but Papi's throwing those shots. Damn, this is only the round 3. Oh, out of 5? Why is it out of 5? How was I able to bet on round 6? This is ridiculous, bro. This is ridiculous. This Misfits nonsense. Needs to figure out what they want to do. Because I have bets on round 6. Am I gonna get refunded for those? Probably not. Oh, Tony's landing. Tony's landing. Oh, they stopped him. They stopped Salt. That was a way early stoppage. That was a way early stoppage. Way early. Damn, and I didn't have Tony until round 4. Oh my God. That was a way early stoppage, bro. Way early. He was taking shots, but he was sitting there. Like this. Damn, Tony just won. Bro, Tony won by TKO in round 3. Because there was a bunch of like Tony just started pop, 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 and thought was like this. But that stoppage was way too quick, dude. Way too quick. Get this ref out of get all of these refs out of here. All of these refs are garbage. Look, that was a good win for Ferguson. Boom, right hand, backed up Papi. And then the stoppage is here. Boom, throws the uppercut, 2-1. Hook, boom, uppercut, hook, hook, 1-2, 1. Boom, 4-3-3, boom, boom, boom. Landing on Papi. Then Papi Papi was there still, bro. Papi was there. And now they're trying to justify the stoppage. No, I don't think they are trying to justify the stoppage. Yeah, they're saying that the stoppage was bad. He stopped it way too early. One of those fights is not surprising. Either fighter wins or loses. Yeah, for sure. But damn, dude, that was way too early, man. And that's horrible to do to SaltPapi like that. He didn't deserve that, bro. Come on now. See, shit like that just kind of ruins the vibe of the whole thing. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Good win for Ferguson. Ferguson came back, finally got his first win, broke his losing streak. Papi's pissed. I'd be too. That was nonsense. That ref needs to. They need to fire that ref. Get that ref out of here. So does this mean that Ferguson's gonna fight Gibb now? And he's like hyped about getting that Misfits belt. Damn. Let's see Ferguson versus Gibb for the full title. They're playing his theme music. Interviewing Tony. They already did the official. Yeah, here we go. There it is. This ref, dude, this ref doesn't know what he's doing. Even people in the commentary saying the referee doesn't know what the hell he's doing. They gotta fix this, dude. Get that ref out of here. That mustache. Ridiculous. All right, they're interviewing Tony. He's saying he's listening to his coaches big. He said he was uncomfortable in practice, but comfortable in the fight. He's saying, "Oh, Danis, they brought Danis in there. They're trying to set this fight up." They might try to set that fight up in MMA. Damn, that's crazy. They're saying that was unlucky on SaltPapi. It was, bro. Damn, I feel bad for Salt. That was whack. All right, well now we got the main event coming up. Darren Till versus Luke Rockhold, baby. Rockhold's looking pretty. He doesn't look slow on the pads. He looks fast on the pads, and he looks strong on the pads too. He looks stronger than Darren. I'll say that much. All right. As far as open bets I have left is Till round 8, Rockhold round 8, Rockhold 7, Rockhold 6. So we need this fight to kind of play out a bit, or else I just lost everything today. Judge stopped the fight as if it was an exhibition bout. I think it technically was, if that's what you're saying. But it's still like ridiculous, bro. They need to cut it out with these exhibition fights. Stop with the exhibition fights. Make them pro fights. What are we doing? All these guys, like, unless you've had one fight or like a debut like Joey Essex. But at the same time, bro, like a lot of the times, I don't know, maybe they can't do it in certain areas because they haven't they don't, like, I know, like, for example, in Florida, you need 5 amateur fights with USA Boxing to even be able to apply for a pro card, like a pro license, I should say. So some of these places, they might not be able to approve them as pro, but it's like you might as well just make them pro fights, dude. You're fighting as if they're pro fights. You know what I mean? And then you have pro fights sprinkled in. So it's like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Like the Ingram fight was a pro fight. This Anderson fight was a pro fight. The Sean Hemphill fight was a pro fight. And all the rest of them are Misfits pros, which is essentially exhibition fights. And now it's saying on BoxRec that this is a 6-round fight. And I got bets on freaking 8. And bro, it's like they don't even know. They can't even list. This is ridiculous. I'll say that much. This is ridiculous. And then guess what? I still have all the L's on. They're bro. I'm getting robbed here because they're letting me bet on stuff that doesn't even exist. Is this a 6-round fight or is it an 8-round fight? Ridiculous. I wonder if I can. Wonder if I can submit some sort of what's it called, like an appeal. Doubt it. They'll probably shut down my account if I try to do that. We'll see what's up. Who cares? Who cares? All right, we're taking one more break and then we getting back to it. So bear with me just a minute. We're gonna take one more break and then we're getting back to. Can't expect pro level reffing. These misfits won't call these pro fights. I know, that's what I'm saying, but they do have pro fights in there. So it's like you would think that the refs would be uniform across it. But 2 fights in a row, I mean, not 2 in a row, but the 2 boxing fights in a row had very questionable refereeing. Ridiculous. And that's the other thing too, where, all right, I get it. It's an exhibition and you're going to do that. But if we're going to, hire these refs that don't know what they're doing, then why are you charging us pay-per-view? You know what I'm saying? $50, $40 pay-per-view. This was $40 with a discount code. So now you're charging us and you're not even going to have like proper refs. Ridiculous. You know what I mean? This is the kind of stuff that, like, for me as like a fan, like I'll be like, all right, let me pay for this because I'm, streaming this, etc. But if I was just a regular dude And I was like, okay, do I pay for this or do I do a stream or do I go to one of these streaming sites? After this, like with the refereeing and stuff, I would be like, "Psst, I'm sit here and pay my money to watch this nonsense. Dillon Danis shoot freaking 15 seconds against a guy that never even fought before. It's a cash grab for sure. That's what this feels like. So I don't know, just voicing my frustration. But we're gonna take a quick little break. Don't go nowhere, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back, baby. All right, guys, we got Darren Till versus Luke Rockhold next. The main event. Darren Till versus Luke Rockhold. All right, we're going official prediction for this fight. Darren Luke is a lot bigger than him. Luke, even when he fought Perry, was landing solid left hands down the pipe. Luke has a very good left hand down the pipe. Till, I seen in his boxing, he does kind of square up a bit. So that I think that left hand is going to be there. Looking at Luke on the pads, the speed is there. The speed is there. The strength is there. I think he's going to be bigger. I think he's going to be stronger. I think he's going to be just as fast. So he has all of these advantages working for him. Darren, I don't think is going to be as he's not going to have as much activity that's going to offset the advantages that Luke Rockhold has. Therefore, I'm going Luke Rockhold. All right, let's see what happens in this one. Let's see what I got. I think I got sprinkled on everything. 4, 5, 6. Tail of the tape. 32 versus 40. They both weighed in at 192. Okay. Both at 192. I was talking earlier about 225, which was crazy. But I guess their Bridgerweight is a different weight. You know what I mean? But is this a 6-round fight or an 8-round fight? Because this betting platform is letting me bet all the way up to round 8, which is crazy. 6, 7, 5, 4. Let me just go round 3 also for Luke. Might as well. All right. What do I got here? That's 80, 80, 80. 11, 100, 180. Dang. We got the national anthem playing. And they're booing. That the twilight's last gleaming. In the home. Brave. All right, here we go. They're going to do God Save the King. They're playing God Save the King. Doing the we're just getting through the national anthems right now. Playing some roulette in the meantime. 3. All right. That's how they cooked me. All right, Luke Rockhold's walking out right now for his Misfits boxing debut. Around, nothing's gonna ever bring me down. You're the best around. All right. Yeah, Luke did have a karate combat win. All right. Let's see what we got. Let's do it. Darren Till's walking out right now. Let's go. Darren Till versus Luke Rockhold is about to go down. And I'm peeping the Florida State versus Alabama game. Florida State, the fourth quarter is about to start right now. And Florida State's up 24-10. It's still a 2-possession game with a full quarter left. So if they fumble this, if they lose, then they're trash. All right, here we go, guys. Luke Rockhold versus Darren Till going down. Again, I think Luke Rockhold might be a little too big and strong. Those left hands laying down the pipe. Till kind of squares up a bit. Till's other fights, he fought guys a little more his size. My prediction is the fight is going to look like a sparring session early, then Luke turning it up and beating Till later in the fight. I think that's a good prediction, Mike. I like that one. I like that. I can't disagree with that. I'm pretty close to that. I mean, who knows what's going to happen, but I think it might look a little like a sparring session at first. But they did talk a lot of smack to each other, so maybe Luke's like, you know what? Let's go out there and fight. And then we got this referee in here. Dude, these refs, man. So let's see how this goes. Live on DAZN. This guy's catchphrases. Let's see some thunder. Oh, what the hell's going on? Hold on, my dad's calling. What's up, man? Yeah, look, I'm live right now. Let me call you back. I'll call you right back. Please. All right, I might be back a little bit. I might be behind a little bit. Luke Rockhold. They just introduced Luke Rockhold. All right, guys. It's about to be real. Let me put this on Do Not Disturb because I got a FaceTime and it paused my stream. Or the zone, I should say. I'm not using the stream. I'm using the proper channels for this fight. All right. Darren Till. And they're just letting them freaking face off and get in each other's faces like this in the middle of the ring. But I guess they're solid. They know they're going to fight in a second. This guy's from freaking Germany or some sort of place. I don't know. I don't trust this ref. I don't trust none of these refs. Let's see what happens. We're about to start right now. Darren Till versus Luke Rockhold is going down right now. Drop your predictions, chat. Let me see what you got. All right. Round 1, 258, 57, 56, 55, 54. Luke already starting. Oh, Darren tries to throw the counter hook. But Luke's coming in with that jab right away. Oh, Darren already with the counter left. Jab to the body. Darren's throwing that hook. He's trying to get that left hand over the top. Jab to the body from Darren. Oh, there you go. Darren's swinging, actually. So I was talking about Darren's activity, but it looks like this fight might be a little more personal. You know what I mean? So Darren throwing that jab to the body. He's looping that hook. It's southpaw versus southpaw in this fight. Oh, Luke with a left hand as Darren swings. Darren's swinging. You know what I mean? He's not playing around. Darren's looking big. He's throwing to the body. He's trying to set up those shots upstairs, and he's feinting up and low, trying to confuse Luke. Luke's trying to throw that jab, but Darren's catching it. And Darren's looking for that counter as well. Darren's throwing his own jabs. Jabs to the body, jab upstairs. Oh! Good left hand from Luke Rockhold. Right on the face. Luke ain't a scrub, dude. Darren tried to throw a left hand. Luke kind of backed away from it. I didn't like the way he backed away from it, but it missed. But it's one of those where if you get a little more tired, that's going to land right on the chin. Darren with the little counter on the hook. Left hand to the body from Darren. Luke threw kind of like a double jab from Luke. Double jab from Luke. Another jab from Luke. Another one. Close round. They're saying that they're probably going to give it to Luke. Oh, big left hand from Darren. Oh, another one. He could have just stole the round with that. Another one! Drops Luke at the end of the round. That's it. I think he's done. Wow. Good. Hey, look. The refs have been bad. Good refereeing. Damn. All my bets are cooked. All my bets are going to be cooked. Darren's about to put him out in the next round. Darren's about to put him out in the next round. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Dropped him bad in that last round. 1 second left. Boom. Drops him bad. Multiple left hands to the face. Wow. Huge knockdown in the last second of round number 1 for Darren Till. Darren Till's going to win this fight in the next round, guys. Darren Till's going to win this. And he was losing a round. Or, I mean, not really, but Luke's got to completely change. He's got to keep that hand up. Oh, another left hand from Darren. Darren's going to put him out in this round. Good jab from Rockhold. No, it's the way I told you in the first round. I didn't like the way that Luke was backing up. I was like, man, you know, if Darren's going to land another one. Darren's pressuring Luke. Boom, another left hand from Darren. Barely lands at the end. Not enough to drop Luke. Luke's got to get into this fight, man. Oh, my goodness. Oh, good jab from Luke. Good jab to the body from Darren. That's going to set up that left hand over the top. It's gonna drop Luke again. I mean, any second now we're waiting for it. No. KSI is saying he thinks Luke's back, but Luke is gonna get cooked at any second. That left hand was just too dangerous from Till. Jab to the body from Rockhold. Oh, big left hand from Darren. And it dropped him, but the ref just let it keep going. The ref is not, yeah, now we got the ref doing God knows what. He just saved Luke, though. Luke is cooked. Luke is cooked. There's definitely a knockdown. Definitely that was a knockdown that wasn't counted. Which I don't think it's going to matter because Luke looks like he's a little triple jab from Luke. Darren's just better. I was wrong. Darren's just better. Darren's going to win. We're at 14 seconds left of round number 2. Another jab. Luke's just got to get away. There you go. All right. He survived round 2. He's got to get his bearings back. See, that's the thing I was saying. Luke might not be active enough, or Darren might not be active enough to offset the advantages for Luke, but now he is active. In this fight, he's getting active. And I think what he needs is a fight like this where there's bad blood on the line, where he actually has ill intent, where he's malicious in his shots. Because the other fights, it wasn't so much. He was just kind of like, all right, we're in here, we're fighting, whatever. With this, there was so much shit talking back and forth. Yeah, this is wild. This is wild. Boom, they're showing the replay. Luke was down. And then the ref stepped in for, all right, 256, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51 of round number 3. Darren's pressuring Luke already. Luke's just got to get away. And he's got to set his own traps, but I don't know if he knows how. He's trying to switch up orthodox. I think Luke's just kind of like out of options a little bit. Darren's fainting all over the place. There you go. That's what Luke needs. He needs a 1-2-1. And Darren's trying to throw the uppercut on the counter when Luke goes to the body. So Darren with another 1-1-2 that barely lands. Luke throws a 1-2, just misses. It was just at the end of it. Darren with a jab. Oh, that's it. That's it. Luke is slumped. It's over. Darren Till has knocked out Luke Rockhold cold in round number 3 with a brutal combination. Wow. Darren Till. Who's he going to? Is he going to KSI? Who's he chatting shit to? Security's holding him back. He's calling out Carl Froch. I said put 80,000 at Wembley. He's bringing his girl up there. Wow, Darren Till. Mike, I was wrong. Me too, bro. I lost all of my betting money today on all the fights. Dang, I got cooked. I'm not going to lie. I'm getting cooked. And Froch is over there eating an apple. Who eats an apple, bro? And Darren's over there talking to Luke right now. Bro, he slumped him bad, bro. That's going to be all over the internet. That's going to be all over the internet. Wow. That was bad. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Uppercut. Left hand. Boom. Slept him. Left hand. Hook. Left hand. Uppercut. Boom. He set it up with the jab to the body. Wow. What a good combination. Jab to the body. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 to the chin. Cooked him. Cooked him. Air fried him. Put a thermometer in him. Dang, that was crazy. Damn, Joshua Buatsi went to Queensbury. Wow, loses one fight, runs over to freaking Frank Warren. That's what happens, man. There's no loyalty in this game, dude. You put so much behind these guys and they run over somewhere else. 1 minute, 8 seconds of round number 3. There you go, Darren. You could do something in this boxing team. That was good. That was crazy. Let's see who he calls out next, and then we'll end the stream. That was crazy. He's saying he's been a fan of Luke. Damn, Luke got knocked out again, bro. He needs to go back to karate combat. He's calling out Carl Froch. He's saying you got so much shit to say with your 10K viewers. Damn. I mean, I don't blame Till. He's saying Froch just wants to chat a bunch of shit all the time. So he's like, get him in there. Yeah, Froch is out of there. He's like, yo, I'm out. That's the thing about Froch. You know what I mean? He does chat a lot of nonsense, talks a lot of shit. But it's like, bro, you're like 50. You know what I mean? How old is Carl Froch? See how old Carl Froch is at. Carl Froch. He's 48, bro. 48. Yeah, you know what I mean? Get in there. You want to say all that nonsense? Oh, I fought George Groves in front of 80,000. Yeah, get out of here, bro. All right, well, looks like that's it. Carl Froch probably wants nothing to do with Darren Till. Darren Till wins. Tony Ferguson wins kind of by a little bit of an early stoppage, but it is what it is. And now they're showing a promo of Perry versus Udo Fook and Jeremy Stevens for the King of Violence. What's up with Perry though? Like, are they ever gonna have him fight for the actual title? You know what I mean? I don't know. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a good one. I would say solid stream. Appreciate everybody who was in the chat, everybody who tuned in. Thank you guys. Darren Till is your winner by KO cold in round 3 versus Luke Rockhold. So until next time, ladies and gents, we are out.
Are you ready for the main event?
2 hits. Me hitting you, you hitting the floor.
It's time for Boxing Bananas, brought to you by Fight Bananas.